Good afternoon, dear students. We start our class with God's blessing. Lord of power and might, give us wisdom and understanding today. Let us grow with knowledge and power and full of goodness. Give us strength and power, whatever comes in, with fortitude, patience, and joy. And give thanks to you in all things, God. Thank you, God. Amen. Once again, a very good afternoon to all dear students. Today, we will start the chapter Geography, chapter 7th, India, about India, location and physical features. Today, we will do location of country, India in the world, size and location, states and union territories of our country, and neighboring countries of India. So students, let's have a chapter. India's size and location. Our country, India, is known for its or her diversity, means different people, different culture. The big mountains, lofty mountains, rugged plateau, vast plains, big plains, and mighty rivers present varied physical features. Refer to the geographical areas, geographical qualities, features, different sharp climate, contrast and huge variety of vegetation, of flora and fauna. Types can be seen in different parts of the country. And in spite of all these different things, all diversities, India has a distinct geographical identity. That explains why India and some of her neighboring countries together are referred to as the Indian subcontinent, which has large landmass and divided. So we'll talk about India's size and location. What is the size of our country in the world and where it is located? Total area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer, which is 2.4% the total area of the world. That much, that the area in the world, and our country's area is 3.28 million square, and if the percent means 2.4. And it is the seventh largest country in the world in terms of land mass. If we measure with the lands in the world, India's place is seventh largest country. So if we take out the names of the countries that are larger in size than India, that are Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil, and Australia. So Russia is the largest in size. There are many more countries larger than India. Just now I took the names: Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil, and Australia. And which is the largest in size in terms of land mass? That is Russia. It has land boundary about 15.200 kilometer, 1500, and the total length of the coastline of the mainland, 1,05,200 kilometer. So including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep Island is 7,516.6 kilometer. And students, you have to underline these things in your notebook for internals, objectives. In the northwest, means north and northeast of India, Young Fold Mountains bounds it. Boundaries of Young Fold Mountains. So we can say, and the Tropic of Cancer, you will see the pillars of latitudes and longitudes. The 23°30' north passes almost through the middle of the India, which you have already done about the latitude and longitudes. The longitude of 82°30' in east, which runs almost midway through the country, is considered as the standard meridian of India. The local time of this meridian is known as Indian Standard Time. So what is Indian Standard Time? The local time of the meridian. Which meridian? Which runs almost midway through a country, which we are considering standard meridian of India. So the south of about 20° north latitude, India's narrow and finely increase towards the Indian Ocean. It also divides it into two seas, the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal in the east. The latitudinal and longitudinal extent of the mainland is about 30°. India's east-west extent appears to be smaller than the north-south extent. The time along the standard meridian, that is 82°30' east, passing through the Mirzapur in UP, is taken as the Indian Standard Time of the whole country. When standard meridian passes through in the Mirzapur, then whole country is taken as the time, settled their time. The time gap between Arunachal Pradesh present in east and Gujarat present in west about 2 hours. Means there is time difference, gap between 2 hours. If where you're living is that 1 o'clock and maybe there is 2 o'clock. The latitude extend influence the duration of day and night as one moves to south to north. So I'll show you map. Then you'll be able to understand. View this map. I will also show you in map. You can see. Just a minute. Yes, I'll show you now. See now here. The southern part of India, this south, is the largest peninsula, means surrounded by water, peninsula, the land which is surrounded by water, bound by the sea on the three sides. Arabian Sea in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east, here east and west, you can see. And in the north, we'll go up in the north. There are big mountain ranges, lofty mountain ranges, separate it from rest of Asia, and it's separate from the Asia. That's why, because of India has lofty mountain ranges, that's why it separates from the world of Asia. Which continent? Asia. You can see. So we can say India is located in the southern central part of the continent Asia. It is situated at the head of Indian Ocean. The only ocean named after country, that is India and Indian Ocean. And India also got its name of Indian Ocean, that is India country. The position is very calculated and planned and helps in trade with both the eastern and the western countries. Business purpose, for business purpose. The Indian mainland has 6,100 kilometer long coastline, surrounded by the water, while the land frontier is 1,500 200 kilometer long, means two islands groups, means near or beyond a boundary of India is that this much kilometer. And about islands, the watery area surrounded by the water, land surrounded by the water, Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep also belongs to India. Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Lakshadweep, Arabian Sea, and Bay of Bengal, Andaman and Nicobar Island. If you will see the map, here Andaman and Nicobar Island, and here Lakshadweep Island. In the west and in the east, this side, southeast and southwest. We'll also talk about India's neighboring countries. So first I'll show you the map of neighboring countries. Earlier we had talked about size and location of a country India in the world. It is in for Asian, that is in which continent our country India? Asia. And it got its name from the Indian Ocean, that India. So these are our neighboring countries. We'll talk about the countries which we share our boundaries, our boundary lines are called our neighboring countries. Like you are living in your home, and just to see the north, south, east, west, there are houses of the people which are your neighbors. In same way, we are living in country India, in Asian continent, and we have also countries in our boundary. So we call them neighboring countries. So which countries? Pakistan lies to the northwest. This is north direction and west side. Northwest side of which country? Our country India. And Afghanistan, China and Nepal make up the northern borders. Afghanistan, Nepal, China. Bhutan is to the northeast, and Bhutan is in the northeast. Nepal is also in the north. And Bangladesh and Myanmar are on the eastern neighbors. Bangladesh and Myanmar. This is not viewed, no problem. Here is Myanmar. So now the island countries of Sri Lanka, these surrounded by the water, and Maldives here lie to the south and southwest respectively. Here southwest, Sri Lanka is separated from India. How it is separated? Because of the Palk Strait. This is narrow lane which is separating India by the Palk Strait. And how it got the name of Palk Strait? After Robert Palk, who was the governor of Madras in 1755 to 1763 during the British period. That's why it has given the name Palk Strait, which separates the India by the Palk Straits. So we have done. India is comprised of, so this is the previous information, but it is changed now. So I'll tell you about that. India is comprises of 28 states now and 8 union territories. We have to correct it. "28 states and," please note down, and 8 union territories. Okay. So Northwest Pakistan, Afghanistan, I have explained you. North China, Nepal, Bhutan, and east side Myanmar and Bangladesh. In south, Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Palak Strait and the Gulf of Myanmar also. Maldives Island situated to the south of Lakshadweep Island. A peninsula is a piece of land that is bordered by water on 3 sides by the connected to the mainland on one side. I've shown you already. So geographical features we'll do afterwards. First we talk about our country, India. So you will also do in your map. I will also explain you how to locate the countries and neighboring countries in the map. So we can say India is divided into 28 states and 7 union territories. Not now, 8 union territories, sorry. This division has been done mainly on the basis of language spoken in different areas. How it has divided? Because of the language. Delhi is known as National Capital Region. Rajasthan is the largest state, while Goa is the smallest among the Union territories. So Andaman and Nicobar Islands are the largest and Lakshadweep Islands are the smallest. Just now I have shown you the map also. Islands place the piece of land surrounded by the water. So physical division we'll do in next class. Here I am going to present video. View that and get knowledge. Soon it will start.
Our country, India. India is the cradle of one of the oldest civilizations of the world. Our country is quite diverse, which is reflected in the diversity of language, culture and religion. India also has a great variety of physical and man-made features.
Also.
For its geographical expanse, it is truly and man-made features. For its geographical expanse, it is truly called as subcontinent. In the north, it is bounded by the Himalayas, in the west by the Arabian Sea, in the east by the Bay of Bengal, and in the south by the Indian Ocean. Location and extent. Our country covers an area of 3.28 million square kilometers, whereas population-wise, India is the second most populous country in the world. A little over 80% of the land is inhabited by the people, their agricultural fields, roads, buildings or grazing grounds. The north-south extent of India from Kashmir to Kanyakumari is about 3,200 kilometers, and the east-west extent from Arunachal Pradesh to Kutch is about 2,900 kilometers. The diversity of landforms is exhibited by the great Indian deserts, lofty mountains, the northern plains, the coasts and islands. India is located in the northern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer runs about midway through the country. From south to north, mainland of India extends between 8° 4 minutes north and 37° 6 minutes north latitudes. From west to east, India extends between 68° 7 minutes east and 97° 25 minutes east longitudes. The local time changes by 4 minutes for every 1 degree difference in longitude. Neighbors. There are 7 countries that share land boundaries with India. They are Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. Indian subcontinent is constituted by 5 countries: Myanmar, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
You can again view.
Indian subcontinent is constituted.
See the neighboring countries. Just know I have shown you the not written Afghanistan, but Afghanistan is also neighboring country.
Constituted by 5 countries, namely India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan and Bangladesh. The largest country of the subcontinent in India, which has an area of 32 lakh square kilometers approximately. It has a land frontier of 15,200 kilometers and a coastline of about 7,500 kilometers. It is notable here that National Capital Region of Delhi is now considered as a separate state with its own assembly, Vidhan Sabha. The southernmost point of Indian mainland is Kanyakumari or Cape Comorin, the point where the 3 surrounding seas meet. But the southernmost point of the Indian Republic is Indira Point, which is located in the Andaman and Nicobar group of islands. Physical divisions. The 5 broad.
This we'll do in next class. Yes, students. Today we have done size and location and about our country India, diversity and neighboring countries. So we'll also do the map of neighboring countries and political map of and physical map also of our country. So if you have any question regarding this chapter, you can ask. Yes, students. You can raise your hands. Navleen Kaur. Yes, Navleen.
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning, dear.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in 160 page number, the southern of India.
160? 160
Page number. Yes, ma'am.
Which part?
The southern part of India.
Southern. First speak southern. Speak southern.
Southern.
Ah, yes.
Southern.
The southern part of India is large peninsula, where the last rounded of water, where I told you, south. We'll go to the, I have shown you the map. Have you seen the map?
Yes, ma'am.
And map is in your book also. You can view in your book. Southern part, you just see, where water is surrounded by the 3 sides, the Arabian Sea in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east, and the Indian Ocean in the south. Where is the Arabian Sea is written in your map? Just see the side, west side is written in blue. Arabian Sea.
Yes, ma'am.
You view that.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can see 3 sides like triangle. It is making triangle Arabian Sea. Yes, share your book, no problem. Yes, it is in the best direction. I told you wherever you stand and east direction is in your right side. Where is the east direction? In your right side and west, left side. So please don't forget this. I've given these tips to you. Then just you see in your east side now. See which coastal line is there? Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal is written.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
Indian Ocean is written. See down, Indian Ocean. Where the Andaman and Nicobar, just to see. India, Indian Ocean. So these three sides make the peninsula. That is southern side. And in the north, up, big mountains ranges. Okay? Did you get Navleen?
Ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Vidhi Khajuria. Yes, Vidhi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Vidhi. I'm not able to hear. Unmute. Yes.
Yes. Ma'am, they have said from Kutch to Arunachal Pradesh distance. So, ma'am, what is the distance?
2 hours. 2 hours.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Anisvi. This you have done in the
Yes,
previous
ma'am.
chapters. Yes. Yes, Anisvi?
Ma'am, in the book it is written 9 union territories.
Yes. It is
It is
old now.
wrong.
Yes. No, I have changed now. No? I have shown you
Yes,
the.
ma'am.
We'll do in the next class this about states and union territories description. Now you know that after in Jammu and Kashmir now and Ladakh, it is converted now.
Yes, ma'am.
So it had changed now 8 union territories and 28 states. It is written.
28 states.
Okay. We'll do.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. We'll do. Yes, any other girl? Supriya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what
Ma'am,
your question?
can you explain this state and location on page number 161, ma'am? Last paragraph. India is located in south central part.
Okay. Yes, India is located in the south, and they are talking about in the world. Okay, in the world map. It is the south central. If you see the world map, it is in the south central part of the continent. Which continent? Asia. You have done about the continents and oceans. So Asia.
Yes, ma'am.
And it is situated at the head of Indian Ocean. That's why our country got a name India. Okay, after this is the only one ocean named after a country. Indian Ocean and country is also India. Okay. Okay, Supriya.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, students. Only Pavni is left now. Yes, Pavni.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what is the meaning of land frontier?
Okay. See, I told you while the land frontier near our country boundary of the country or beyond a country. Okay, beyond a boundary. जहाँ तो हमारे country के अंदर otherwise beyond उसके आगे भी extension में. Did you get frontier? Okay.
Yes.
To our neighboring countries also and in our boundary line also.
Okay.
So your questions are finished. So you read the chapter and bring more doubts. So I will clear your doubts. No questions now? And we will do in detail. So 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay? Now you have to learn like that. Not 9 now. We'll do in detail on that day. Okay, students. Bye, students. Have a nice day.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.